Who's ready for a top 25 showdown and the start of SEC play? We are in Knoxville, Tennessee for what could be the game of the day. Number 22 Ole Miss, a perfect 13-0, taking on the 5th ranked team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers. The students are out of session. They're not even in school, but you're set to tip things up. Let's get it going. Ole Miss has won the tip.
We will not be short on athletes, will we, John? I mean, we saw these teams in shoot-around. There is going to be athleticism all over the court.
I got to tell you, Ole Miss in shoot-arounds, they certainly look the part. Every guy on that team, they got athletes. Tennessee getting out with the D deflection. It stays here with the Rebels.
New York on New York. You got to love these two at the point guard spot.
Somebody say New York in the house? Here's Dalton Knecht, the transfer. Shot all the way, and it rolls in for Josiah. Transition.
Tennessee felt like they could get good looks early in transition. A wide open one there, unable to.
Murray, he's going to launch at the other end, and Ole Miss on the board. He's doing the transition from St. Peter's, where he could just do wherever he wanted. Now he's controlling the offense here at Ole Miss and SEC.
He was part of that magical St. Peter's run.
Look out! Adu with the monster slam.
Tennessee, again, wants to push in transition. Adu does a really nice job sprinting the court. That's going to be a game within the game of these big five men who can run the court better.
And we know Knecht can break field to the line to shoot two. And he missing the foot.
Take out 7'5" and insert 7 foot. Both of them big.
Morale, so much explosiveness, missing everything.
That's a good job by Josiah Jordan-James. Make Morrell be a driver. He loves the three and loves the pull-up jumper.
Shot goes in for Adu. And there he is with the ball in his hand. Jermaine Mashack also in there on the ground. Crowd wanted to travel. Murray throwing it up, and the alley-oop is good for TJ Caldwell.
And that's
Gainey trying to penetrate. He's cut off, so they reset the offense. Now they go inside. Awaka and one.
And that's exactly where Tennessee wants to play. We call that the slot. It's within the middle third of the court.
When we get him the ball, he has to know how to operate inside.
He is an absolute.
Seconds, Caldwell's got to get it up. And it's Tennessee coming away with it. Mashack. And he finally, we played almost 8 minutes in this one. Inside, getting free is Flanagan, but can't finish. Down behind the play, it's a 5-on-1 break for Tennessee. Open man in the corner, Jordan Gainey knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, and if anyone needed to see one go in, it's Gainey. This guy was really good in the Maui Invitational. 4 hours of Food City Center, huh?
It was not easy. It was not easy getting in the building, I'm not telling you that. Off the inbounds, nice play for Adu as he scores.
I want to refer to it as a knockout blow necessarily, but that's what Chris Beard referred to it as. Is we have to stay competitive in each of those 4-minute segments.
Mashack goes reverse. What a tip in by Adu.
Well,
rebound goes to Gainey.
Good look for Morrell. I like the pull-up.
And from behind, Sharp takes it away. Here's Morrell in transition. Woo! Hello. Matthew Morrell, he is a high flyer.
But one thing you got to do is try to get Murray in some ball screen action as well.
We got Flanagan on a mismatch against the 5'9". Here comes the double. Brakefield knocks the 3.
He's such an interesting cut. Those guys sticking with their jumper.
Flanagan goes baseline, double team, somehow gets it to go.
Yeah, if you're Knecht, you just got to use that baseline as an extra.
Murray's got a mismatch, got a forward on him, trying to work. Brakefield, he goes baseline, spinning. So the baseline is working right now. Back-to-back bucket. Shot clock's at 7. Flanagan looking for some help. Wild pass. And here comes Tennessee. Ziegler throwing it up. And a nice job by Knecht to just midair.
You're not kidding. I mean, the hang time there in athleticism, as a group, as they like, they are not going to get complacent with their success. They want more.
Pick and roll. And Adu can't finish. But he'll be fouled on the slam attempt.
Well, they feel like they can play in the middle of the court. Again, that's an empty.
Durham, North Carolina. And he makes the first. He's been switched off his spot inside.
Absolutely. And when you talk to
There's 6 minutes to play in this first half. There's a steal by Murray. One-on-one, and he wins that battle.
If Tennessee can avoid the live ball turnovers, they'd be up 15 right now. But Ole Miss, who is so good at those steals that convert to easy buckets on the end, that's what's keeping them in this game. Now 9 fast break points.
Pick and roll again. Adu rocks the rim.
They saw something they liked on film. They've gone to that play twice in a row very successfully.
This is Brandon Murray, turnaround jumper, and that one rolls in.
This kid can score. He was an all-SEC freshman team at LSU, transferred to Georgetown where he averaged 13, and that's what he does.
Adu calling for some help. Nice backdoor cut. Vescovi. Ziegler penetrating. Brakefield driving through every. Connect has had to work so hard to try to find any space.
But I think this is a matchup they like. You just got to keep that dribble alive. Make Brakefield move his feet a little bit more.
Ziegler finally ends the drought.
Well, when Rick Barnes says we have to keep our
clock. Brakefield's got to recognize. Trying to get downhill. His runner off the window, and it goes.
Tennessee did everything they wanted. Forced the catch way out.
James had that one stripped away by Murray. Here comes Ole Miss on the breakout. They've got numbers, 3-on-2. Murray through the entire team, and he's fouled by Connect.
Gets himself to the line.
What did you ask Chris Beard about
the snake defensively? And he knows what it takes to win, too. He was on that St. Peter's team. He's experienced.
Ziegler loses his man all the way to the rim. Look at the speed from Zakai Ziegler.
Yeah, an unfavorable matchup there. You do not want Brakefield switched out on Ziegler, and Ziegler with his high IQ took advantage right away.
Under 2 minutes to play in this first half. Tennessee up by 6. Murray gets free. And Morrell with the lay-in.
On a nice read by Ole Miss. Morrell knows they're trying to chase him on the three-point line. That time he cuts towards the basket, gets rewarded.
Three ball goes, and all of a sudden Tennessee starting to feel the touch from the outside. Nods at his big man Cisse. One of the screens, Cisse slipped, and Murray keeps it. Launching the three, and he's starting to feel it. Yeah, Jalen Murray getting hot. They're 3 for 9. Ziegler with a crossover. Finds his big man, punched away by Sharp. Stays here with the Volunteers. Mashack rips down the three. Shot clock turned off, under 20 seconds to play in this first half, and here comes the crowd. Murray with the blow by. Get that out of here. Wait, we do have a foul on the floor.
So good, but they've scratched and clawed and managed to manage. You got underdog against underdog. Get some dribble penetration, but with James, not quite as quick as the dribble up the court.
Mashack has to hoist it, and he beats the buzzer. How about that way to end the first half for Tennessee?
This guy is in for his defense, and when you ask me, what draw a help defender and hit Mashack, nice pump fake patience, and when Tennessee could not make a shot, it's been Mashack late with back-to-back triples. That had 13 assists on 16 makes. I don't think you could beat Tennessee allowing them to share the ball that way. You got to make them play a little bit more one-on-one.
Connect has that one rejected, but they call the foul on Sharp. Big Sky scoring champ when he played for Northern Colorado.
Where one of his roles is, hey, I'm a guy that got to watch Connect on these corner threes here. Good job by Ole Miss taking it away.
Ziegler, pump fake, man in the air, knocks down the three. That's 5 threes in a row for Tennessee.
Well, they took away the...
That That one blocked by the 7'5" Sharp. And he is all of 7'5". Nice spin in the lane by Flanagan, and he gets it to go, plus the foul.
Ole Miss has been at their best. It's getting things going in transition.
James goes back to his left. Oh, he finished over Sharp.
I'm telling you, historically, Josiah Jordan.
Adu calling for it, back to the basket, finds Connect, and Sharp called for the goaltend.
Really unselfish play by Adu, and a great cut by Connect, because Adu could have had the mismatch, but then he back cut. And then here's James here. Watch this crossover between the legs. Whoop! Gets Brakefield off of him, and really a good, strong contest.
Rick Barnes' challenge to Kai Ziegler is, how do you make guys better at the point guard position? You see him being vocal, trying to get guys involved.
He's a pass-first guy, but if you dare him to beat you offensively, he can do that as well.
He finds Connect, open for three, knocked down.
Boy, the way Ziegler just chased Morrell through all of those screens. Ole Miss unable to get their sharpshooter the rock.
Brakefield pick and roll with Cisse, picks up his dribble, now the turnaround jumper, and he'll be fouled by Connect. That'll be his third foul.
Opportunity with this new coaching staff, and he's excelling. It's an Ole Miss team that came in 8th in the country, 40% from deep, and Tennessee has, for the most part, taken away the three ball from Ole Miss's offense.
Ziegler, how about that New York on New York crime?
The class that's chirping just as much as everybody else but never gets caught. And the fans have certainly done their part during this Rick Barnes era to create a terrific home court advantage.
That was James getting on the floor with the steal. Now they're setting up Adu in the post, turning left hand off the window, silky smooth.
It doesn't get any better than that for Adu. This is a right-handed guy that trusts that left hand so much. And that wasn't a bunny down low. That was 5 feet out.
Now Murray comes back. The Georgetown transfer finishes with the left.
One of the few times they've been able to get to the rim here in the second half. So many mid-range contested pull-ups for Ole Miss. They've got to find a way to get their three ball going or at the rim.
Ziegler does a great job keeping his dribble alive. Yeah. Never gets stuck in any spots. James, hard bounce, finishing over the defender.
When I say too many contestants.
That's me getting bumped. Now gets inside to his big man, Adu. Misses with the left, tipped with the right. Third tip, tries another attempt, back up. There is no quitting Jonas Adu. Game, look out for this team.
No question. I mean, that's what has Tennessee expect to be where they are. He's done a terrific job in year two.
Adu misses, but Meshack keeps it alive, and he played Purdue. Meshack was the guy who went to Rick Barnes and says, I want to guard Edey.
Right.
I mean, he didn't really get to guard him that much in game, but that's the kind of intensity he has.
Absolutely.
Turning and getting fouled is Tobe Awaka, another one of those New York guys. He knew he had to step up his game to play a better level of competition.
Tennessee coaching staff.
How often are players your best recruiters?
Yeah, absolutely. And as tough as Rick Barnes is on players here at Tennessee, you got to have guys like James, like Vescovy, like Zakai.
Line.
As well. I mean, there's just not a guy that comes in off the bench that the opponent says, hey, let's go at him. You just don't have that drop-off defensively for Tennessee.
Murray and James thought he got the block, but they call him for the foul.
Yeah, got ladder. They're like, yeah, we probably need to see it one time. And that's a great point. Came into this program playing point guard, and to be able to be that versatile. And yes, 4, he's at his best where he can get the most mismatches. But if they need to put him at the 5 to spread teams out and get more shooters, he'll do whatever it takes. Swiss Army knife.
Trying to go coast to coast, and the floater goes for Meshack.
Meshack, good job just keeping your dribble alive. And he was anticipating somebody coming to stop the ball, and Ole Miss just never did.
Brakefield through the contact, gets the shot plus the foul.
Memphis, where they had the pavilion rocking. Let's go back to work tomorrow. We're going to watch the film. And as one of his press conferences went viral, on Monday you're going to go into class, you're going to take your hat off, you're going to sit in one of the first rows, and you're going to do all the right things. And that's what this Ole Miss program is going to be about.
Hard finish by Flanagan.
That one alive. He came into this game with as many offensive rebounds on the season as he has defense. And Ole Miss struggles in that area, so no surprise of a Walker getting in the mix. And there's another offensive rebound.
My goodness, Mashack. The motor on him, he does not stop.
Yeah, and so if you're Chris Beard, you say, guys, I know that was a good defense. Yeah, they got us, but that's inexcusable. We can't be giving up those type of opportunities where the team up 20 is playing.
Entry pass. Awaka from the seat throws it away. Murray inside finds Sharp, and the 7'5" center finishes.
Well, a great relocation by Sharp. He's
pick and roll. Awaka underneath. Ziegler from straight on. Bang, bang!
And I thought early Ole Miss was able to get Morrell some looks coming off some screens. We'd like to see 11 get the ball. He's just struggled his whole career against Tennessee. 1 of 11, I believe, a year ago with defenders like Mashack all over him.
I mean, that's just too strong.
Yeah.
6 assists on the night. Well, there's that length again guarding the inbound. Ole Miss with numbers on the breakout. Morrell, spot up shooter for deep. Nothing but nylon.
Barnes going to make an adjustment. How about instead of 5'9", taking it out against 7'5", let's put Josiah out there as the inbounds passer.
We see both 7-footers on the floor now for Ole Miss, so now they're trying to tinker with the lineup. And it doesn't matter. Inside, this is Moussa Cisse backing down his man underneath, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, this is a guy that's 2-time Big 12 all-defense. That's what it's like to be 7 foot on the high school level. Cisse took advantage of it.
21 That's not even fair.
I didn't research the opponent, nor would it be fair for me to bring that up.
Back-to-back buckets inside for Ole Miss.
Oh, so keep your eye on 11 as Tennessee works on their switching.
Just throw it up to the big man inside Moussa Cisse, and he'll be fouled. This lineup with both
2 7-footers at one time.
Oh, does not get the. You can learn a lot about who you are and figure out how to change things quick.
Oh, point guard, so I'd like to get 30 the ball and let him make the big man go off the bounce, guard off the bounce.
Rick Barnes said we should be scoring 80+ every single night, and plays like that was thrown down by Adu as Tennessee's offense keeps rolling.
Yeah, Ole Miss is going to have to work on that ball screen coverage because Sharp drops to protect the ball handler, but Tennessee is rolling so hard and quick to the basket that Sharp's got to get back sooner.
Matthew. James, double team, pump fake. Regathers. Vescovi nails the 3 ball.
James, I mean, everywhere you go, people want to meet Zakai Ziegler. He's gracious with every single kid. You know, and there's also the amazing story as Adu gets another bucket. This is Zakai Ziegler, whose mom's apartment burned was. He's wearing a good number for a reason. That's Chris Lofton's number, who would probably rank right up there with him as most beloved players, even though my boy Lofton he kind of looked me off a few times. I'd say he made the right choice.
You still remember that?
Yeah.
You're being humble.
It's being a smart player.
Because I've walked around this arena with you, and it's almost like you're up for election, everybody.
You know what's
kissing
funny?
Babies, shaking hands as a 3 goes for a break. Keep going up.
Yeah, but Chris Beard just can't be pleased with this. And yes, it's been a tough night for Ole Miss, but every 50-50 ball and these long rebounds seem to have gone to Tennessee here in the second half, and that's just not going to happen at Ole Miss. We talk about spreading the wealth. The Volunteers do it as good almost as anybody in the country. Top 10 in the nation at around 66% of their makes come off of assisted baskets.
Brakefield doubled.
What he did at North Carolina, matching the Dean Dome record there, Jeff, right now in tutelage here at Tennessee.
The rebound.
And I can't overstate how good Tennessee's offense has been at getting to the middle of the court. This is an Ole Miss Chris Beard defense. This is the type of defense. He doesn't have the horses he had at Texas Tech, but a style that got him to a national championship game, keeping the ball on the side of the court, no middle. Tennessee's getting whatever they. This is a really important game for 25 and white.
19 offensive rebounds for Tennessee, 22 second chance points. they have been all over the glass. And here's Ziegler for the exclamation point. How about it?
I think this game is more about how good Tennessee can be when they're connecting from deep to complement their defense, and less about is Ole Miss for real. These Rebels are for real, but they caught themselves against the Tennessee team who was cold early, but those last 4 threes to end the first half, and then Tennessee never looked back.
Flanagan rips down the 3 with the shot clock turned off. Dane, what impressed you the most about Tennessee tonight?
I think Rick Barnes would say, I preached we had to stay confident when the shots weren't falling, keep shooting the 3. And they started, what, 1 for 11, 1 for 12, and they end the game 37% and 11 threes. Barnes is going to say, way to trust your offense, trust your shot, and trust your teammates.
And a top 25 SEC opener dominated by Tennessee. They win it 90-64 in front of a sellout crowd. Jonas Aidoo, leading scorer, 24 points leading the way for Tennessee.
Just taking care of business, Tennessee. Ole Miss,